Yes.
Good to go.
Then I'd like to open this meeting of the Bisbee Arts Commission on Monday, December 4th at 2023 at 5:37 p.m. First things first, let's do a roll call.
Jenny Druckman.
Here.
Bill Higgins is excused. Janet Reynolds.
Here.
Angela Rockefeller.
Present.
Karen Schumacher.
Here.
Tracy Taylor.
Here.
Okay.
And Leslie is,
She's not going to be here.
no call to the public. We're gonna get rid of item 1, approval of the minutes of November 6th, 2023. Do I have a motion?
I move to approve the minutes of the November 6, 2023 meeting.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All ayes?
Aye.
Thank you, guys. All right, those are approved. Item 2, discussion regarding the gallery owner meetup at POCO on November 14th, 2023. It went well.
It did go well.
And,
The end.
no, never again. No, I submitted
Got it.
I submitted POCO's request for the money.
Mhm.
I think it was $425, wasn't it?
4:30. Might have been just that.
I
Yeah.
just made that up.
Yeah.
No, so we submitted that, so that'll get paid, and then,
I wrote up the notes for us, they're in our packets.
okay, great.
This is just the
So
notes.
there's
I
notes
just took
back
off of
here. Oh, cool. So there are
Oh,
notes from the
great,
meeting.
great.
We talked about a bunch of different things. I think the main thing was I sent an email to get the map redone for the 15th time. And then we're gonna send that PDF out to all those people that were there. And we have a sign-up sheet with all their email addresses now.
Right.
That's good.
Fantastic.
So how many people were there? How many gallery owners?
There was like 15 of them.
Very good.
Some of
It
them,
was a
there
good
aren't even
crowd.
15
I
galleries.
thought so.
Some of them brought a friend. They were excited about free breakfast.
Yeah.
Okay.
If that's how we get them there, I don't care.
No, it was actually, and I don't know who had that idea, but doing breakfast is so much better because you don't have to pay for booze. And
Right.
it did work really well. Everybody was in a great mood. The weather was good. And we asked them for, we went over what we do, and then we asked them what they would like us to do, and we brainstormed a little.
I would
And
have liked to have seen that more active.
Yeah.
the brainstorming,
I felt like it was,
yeah, they don't like to, I don't know, they just didn't want to say anything.
yeah,
I mean, other than the fact that they were really positive.
yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, they were positive about the map. They were very positive about the mural art project. That seemed to be the one that they were, and a few things came up like studio and gallery tours, which we could talk about, But does anybody have anything specific or any questions they want to talk about? Anything? No. I just thought it was nice to see everyone. We gave them a chance to talk to each other. I thought we were successful in what we were trying to achieve.
Yeah.
And Tracy's right. They didn't have a whole lot of, other than everybody wants Bisbee after 5 back or something.
Which I think Kathy's on.
Yeah, Kathy's on it. But just having everybody meet
Having
each other.
everybody there together was nice. They
Yeah.
enjoyed their company. Enjoyed.
I
Or
felt like,
perhaps another meeting or another meet and greet like that would facilitate more
Makes them more
exchange.
comfortable.
yeah. I
Yeah.
feel like even if we did it once a year, but we could do it more often if we had stuff going on, would just maintain a sense of connectivity.
I thought about once a year is probably good for us. And
Mm-hmm.
tonight we're going to work on a tentative calendar of those kind of things. Just so we do it once a year, And we did last year, so we're on the roll.
It was our second annual.
It's second annual. Anybody have anything to say? I just wanted to say it seemed like it was very successful. People were happy. There were a couple things that came up that were interesting, but for the most part, we seemed strangely on the same page with them. Yeah,
Miracles do happen.
it was a miracle. Yeah.
Do we plan to send these notes, at least the social media and SIGART info, out to them?
I gave it to them.
You did,
It
okay.
was on the sheet, all
All
the
right.
contact and everything.
I thought it was, but
Yeah.
tell them what you're gonna do.
I also gave them the contact information of all the mayor and the Ward 1 people in case there was a complaint that we had nothing to do with.
I do think that we should maybe send that out again to remind them, just to give you content for social media.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
a
not,
good idea.
They should
I'm
be
not getting
reading.
anything from anybody.
Right.
Why don't we,
so
I can
maybe
send
an
when I
email.
send out the map, I'll send out a little,
Thank you, Karen.
Yeah.
send out a reminder
A reminder that we're there for free advertising and we're happy to do it, and
for them.
by we, I mean Angela.
Angela's there for you.
I am. I
No, that's
do
a good
my
idea.
best.
Hopefully I'll get that back very soon. It doesn't take very long.
Yeah.
And then we can send it out both and be like, hey, thanks for coming.
Mhm.
And we'll send it out to the people who didn't come.
Good.
Actually, almost everybody did
I
come.
think
That's
pretty much
good.
everybody came, didn't they?
Glad.
Well, I mean, like, Leah, she had just like
Yeah,
broken
she just
her,
broke her collarbone.
she broke her
Yeah.
collarbone recently, so.
Yeah, I think Luann was the only person missing, I think.
Yeah, she also told me she doesn't go to meetings.
Right, that's fine.
And I was like, fair enough. Any other notes about the gallery owner meetup or anything else we should do to follow up? All right, then let's go to item 3, discussion regarding the proposed holiday cig art machine and alternative ideas. So, my understanding is that we had 2 commission members that were looking into the possibilities for the for a Christmas holiday party. It seemed really too soon, and it seemed like logistically it wasn't the best fit for us.
It's hard.
And so Jenny and Tracy had talked to, you guys came up with a different idea.
Yeah, I came up with an idea of maybe doing a Valentine's party
Oh,
at the Roca, where we could celebrate the SIG art artists and maybe have their pictures, I don't know, someone could come up with an idea. Little hearts and things like that. Because there's lots of
And,
stuff to work with on Valentine's Day.
yeah,
I had to, yeah, oh no, I'm sorry.
And I talked to Rod and he was into it.
What, did Rod have a date that he
Yes.
was into it?
Yes, it's the,
because
The
that's.
11th.
The 11th of February. And that's a Wednesday?
it's a Sunday.
It's a Sunday?
Yes, Sunday.
Oh, that's
That's the
great.
day he wanted to do it.
So yeah, I think that the idea was, because we can't take the cigarette machine up there, that I promise. But
Could we have
it is
cigarette
unmovable.
girls? Could we have cigarette girls?
But the idea was to have cigarette girls, and maybe even design a special edition Valentine's Day cigarette package.
Ooh.
So
If the artists are into it, you know.
Yeah, and usually with these cigarette things, the idea is that we'll have to think about logistically, because usually, so it's not only a fundraiser for us to sell more cigarette packs, but it also is a thank you to the artists who do the cigarette packs.
Right.
And I'm trying to figure out how we did that before. It's like, we didn't charge money?
No.
But I think we gave them drink tickets
Probably.
to the artists, or something like that.
Do we would charge the general public to come in?
I don't know, it's up to you guys. Well, in the convention center, we couldn't, because it was the convention center. I mean, we could or we couldn't. Really, we're just trying to get people to buy things from us, so charging on top of that, I'm not sure.
Right.
They could pay for booze if they wanted it.
Well, I think we give Rod the bar.
Yeah,
He can just have the.
Give Rod the bar?
Then we have to advertise it as a cash bar.
cash bar, we pay for food, like there's snacks that we always do, and then we ask some lovely ladies or gentlemen, to be cigarette girls
And
People.
and boys.
Cigarette people,
Cigarette
yes.
people. Doesn't sound quite as good when you say cigarette people. Cigarette people sounds like a dark thing.
Right, can we even say?
Can we even use the word
Yeah.
cigarette?
Right.
But yeah, well what do you call
Cigs.
them? The people who walk around the box.
Circus
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
We're losing all that.
But that was a way of tying
It's not
the
a punch
cigarette machine back into something that was cigarette related without, like it makes the theme.
That's
Yes.
right, it makes the theme come around.
Yeah,
Connects.
Comes around and goes around.
The
and it
retro
all-
theme.
Right, connects.
So February 11th, we're gonna vote on that date that you guys came up with here in a minute.
It was all Jenny, just, all we did was talk on the phone.
And we just put it back on, when you guys came up with that, we put it on the agenda, so if you have any other ideas.
Right, or if people have any
I love
other
that.
ideas.
Yeah, do you guys have, what do you think about that?
I think it's great.
Yeah.
It'd be quite
I
charming.
think we can get our energy, I think it's enough time for us to get excited.
And I'm at the point
Uh-huh.
where it's time for me to do it again,
Mhm.
and so I'll just focus it on love.
Like,
Alright.
Safe.
Well, and I do like the idea that we want that vintage feel to carry with the cigarette machine, and Valentine's is a cheesy
All right,
holiday.
it's
so
really
I
good to
mean,
get cheesy with.
Yeah, we can get cheesy with it.
Well, and imagine right now, if we had done the holiday party, it would be happening like tomorrow.
Tomorrow, but yeah. So it does give us the right timeline.
It's too much.
Yeah.
So,
So, yeah,
we need to think about logistics. We need a poster.
poster.
So the first thing we need is a poster.
Okay.
We could do that, or we could pay somebody to make a poster. Well, let's just, yeah. We need a poster by the next meeting. That's 2 months out.
We need a poster.
It's a month and a half out.
Who did our art swap poster?
Who did it?
Hey, Holly.
Holly did.
Oh. Guess
She might
that's
do it
not an
again.
option.
So we'll need a poster. We will need to contact the artist, because we're gonna need extra cigarette packs.
Mhm.
And then what do you guys think about making a special edition box? I have to look at the timeline of,
Can we order it
How
fast
long?
enough?
How fast?
because I feel like they take a while.
They do.
Yeah.
I don't know that we have the
How
time.
about a sticker?
Oh, I was just
I
gonna
was
say
just gonna
that.
say, we could do a heart-shaped sticker to close it.
Yeah.
You know, the little part of the box where you sometimes have to put a sticker to keep the lid closed. We don't do it as much.
And they have
anymore.
all those candy heart with little words on them that can go on those
We
too.
could just, yeah, Valentine stickers from the dollar store.
Yeah.
Snack them on there.
I like how you guys are thinking, that's easy.
Dollar store.
We like easy
I like
too.
arts commissions all at the dollar store.
Hey, there's some really great art supplies at the dollar store cheap.
Mhm.
Well, we're gonna need something, like, we could make art,
I
we
like
need
the
something
sticker.
Valentine's Day themed that's a little bit bigger, maybe.
Well, maybe we, for the boxes themselves, I know it's work, but wouldn't mind doing up a stack of them, is actually have them a little gift wrapped with
Ooh, I like
Valentine's
it.
Day paper.
I would help you with that.
Like 100 of them?
Oh, I could do it.
I'm just done.
I'll sit at Optimo and talk to you while
I will never get anything done again. No,
I will help Angela do that.
yeah, think about
I'd
what,
help too.
That would look really cute.
I mean,
So,
if we all did 10, we'd have 100 done.
Well, I like the idea that they can still be put in a little cigarette box holder the same way that
what
they
is
were.
it special
Yeah.
about Valentine's Day present?
Yeah, but it could even be those little cellophane bags with, a tie and the little heart confetti, or don't tell Roca about that, but,
I think you're still cleaning up from Catherine's birthday party for you.
I even still have
They will remember that.
one of these cigarette boxes from the last party, you guys.
I think I used to.
Yeah, it's stored on my top shelf in the closet
What about a name?
for the party.
I mean, our naming recently has like been awesome, because it's like, we just describe exactly what we are doing, which I have no problem with. But does anybody have a name idea that they would like to?
Spread.
We're just like really utilitarian, like art exchange. Valentine's Day
Artist
party.
appreciation party.
Come buy art.
We heart artists.
We love art. We love the cigar, we love cigar,
Something.
love and art, love art. Love art, and Shirley.
Email me.
You like the way this is going. Good, love you by the minute.
No.
Show us some love, show.
We could do a poster, like the old school I Love Lucy posters.
Ooh,
But
I
like, instead,
love the cigar machine.
I love the cigar machine, or I love artists.
Yeah, that would be cute.
I love Bisbee
I'm not a
art.
great poster designer, but I'm good at stealing other graphics and
There you
changing
go.
them slightly.
Uh-huh.
That's what.
Well, I'm just thinking of the font. We
Yep.
all know the I Love Lucy
Yeah.
font.
Yep.
Oh, let's use that.
And
That's what I'm
I
thinking.
love sig art.
And then
You
we
love
have
art.
like a black and white background of the cigar machine, or, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
with the I Love Lucy over the top. Because I'm thinking of the Long Long Trailer, I Love Lucy Long Long Trailer, I don't know if you guys know that. but
Yeah, I know that one, but-
trailer.
Yes,
I'm thinking of the show.
Like the
art.
movie poster, or the,
Art.
yes, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I'll make some
I also
samples.
have somebody that might be interested in volunteering to make a poster, if you want me to ask.
Yeah, who is it?
Richard, the person who has applied.
How is he? I always feel like, I'm always like worried, because like you ask somebody to do something as a volunteer, and then you're like, I don't really like this poster,
Right.
and then you don't know what to do.
Right, that's awful.
I'm not saying, Richard, that's directed at you. I'm just saying in general, you're
You don't know.
Don't worry, Richard, if we don't like it, I'll tell you.
Really?
Yeah?
Are you signing up for all kinds of things? Okay.
I gotta move my chair away just in case.
Just look at this. What's going on here, folks?
I think these all sound good. So
Yeah.
we need a poster I'd like a poster by the beginning of the year. meet probably the second week or something, because it's.
Yeah, we were just talking, we think it's the 8th.
Yeah, and then we'll just need everybody to just
We
keep
should-
on brainstorming.
Or maybe we could get the poster emailed to us before the next meeting.
What I'll do tonight
close
is
to the
I'm
meeting.
going
Like
to,
Richard.
I will
like
ask
Christmas.
him, and see if it's even something he's interested in doing.
Yeah, that'd be great, then let me know,
Okay.
and then I can always, I mean, like I said, I'm good at stealing those things when it comes to graphic
Yeah.
design.
But
What
there's no
about
reason.
music?
Oh,
Usually, we do it, somebody, anybody?
I would do music, but, I mean, do you want live music?
Well, that's always a
They have a
draw.
horrendous sound system there.
They have a,
it'd be
It's
better
very
if we could have,
difficult, like,
it's kind of.
Robbie or
acoustic,
Darren
kind of
We
play,
can borrow,
like,
we
the
can
way
borrow
they
Central School sound system, or we have a
I mean,
house
it's
sound system.
basically like a speaker.
Oh, yeah, we can't use
That
their
is-
sound, no.
We have a sound system,
But
but also if we
Wait
hire
a minute,
somebody.
I have to say, I think,
Please.
I must say,
I must say,
that room is very noisy, and I'd rather have acoustic.
I agree.
that's what I was about to
Last
say.
time I was in there.
Her house.
Are you saying you don't want the X-Bats to play the Valentine's Day party? I'm just kidding.
Can,
Can I get a raise?
Everybody raise their hand.
If you want
Karen,
acoustic.
existential crisis.
pick me,
What are they raising their hands for?
because
So
I
we're not
kept
talking.
talking over each
Yes.
other.
Don't talk over each other.
You gotta bang your gavel.
I know.
Um,
Bang my gavel.
you know, I mean, it's awfully nice when you go in there for dinner and it's been acoustic guitar.
Right.
You know, it's like Bill or Darren or Robbie playing, it's very pleasant, doesn't overwhelm like the conversation, so
I agree completely.
that's what I.
100%. And I'm not sure if they put us on the first floor or the second floor anyway, but either way.
They'll put us on the first floor if it's a Sunday, because they're not open.
Oh, that's right.
And I think, like Darren,
Yeah.
I
I'll
think
ask
Darren, maybe Darren and Brian Mullins together.
Do you
They're
wanna
good to
ask?
go.
Do you wanna ask or do you want me
Yeah,
to
does
ask?
anybody have any other
I would
ideas?
love them
Okay, well,
together.
Yeah.
as long as we're in agreement, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, I'll
That
ask.
sounds great. I mean, I wouldn't even mind a little flamenco in there.
I'll talk to Darren.
okay, see if Mama yeah.
Well,
That's
I
very
think
love.
Very often just Darren
Yeah,
and
that's.
And Brian
Brian just play
instrumental.
together
Yeah.
without Juliana.
And it's the nice sound.
You just want the music. He
You just want the
understands me
music,
because
yeah.
No, that's
I
great.
did that much.
Okay,
He knows
what you're looking
how to keep it chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be lovely.
for. Love.
And we all wear, it'll be a lovely evening.
There you go.
Good fun.
It's all about the love.
Who else had their hand raised? Anybody? Ashley?
Oh, are we gonna, we need a budget then?
Yeah, we're gonna do that next. I put it on here. for you. Because timeline wise, we are, I mean, it's a lot better than having a Christmas party tomorrow, but we need to go ahead and do this. Item 4, discussion and possible approval of a $1,500 budget for the cigarette machine party. Just to be clear, that means that we're not gonna necessarily spend all that money. Did Rod perhaps? No.
We didn't. say anything.
So would one of you be willing to ask Rod what?
Do that.
I can-
And I think what we don't know, because we didn't really get clear on that, is are we expecting to be open to public? And how many do you think we should expect to have?
Right.
100?
That's a
Okay,
lot.
it's free food at Roca.
Yes,
We're not charging to get in. It will
It would
bring
be
everyone
It would be 100.
and their brothers and sisters, so.
Do you think my budget's too low?
I do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I don't wanna blow our budget, but I wanna be realistic if we are opening it to the
What,
public.
what's
we
wrong
could put
if
a-
we charge the public but not the artists?
Well, then, the only thing I think is if we charge the public, then the public's gonna come and not be as apt to buy the art, which was
Original plan.
But the art won't be for sale in there, will it?
Yes, we're
Yeah,
gonna,
Yes.
We're gonna have
Yes.
the, okay, this,
we're gonna have this.
So that's why I want
I
their
get what you're
money.
saying.
I mean, I guess either way we get their money. Would you guys prefer that we charge, we pay? Please,
May I just, I have some insight into Roca.
100%.
Having done private parties with them, like helping to, this is a very low amount of money for what?
How much do you think? We could vote on the budget next time if we want, or we can change it tonight.
You can
can't
change
we?
the amount tonight, absolutely.
So it's a placeholder for you.
Yep.
Let's spend all our money.
So I just think that with the cost of food and the graciousness of, like, he's probably not charging us for the room.
He rarely charges as much as he
Right.
should.
Right.
And a musician,
and a musician.
and posters.
I think, so I will say that I remember, this is just one that sticks out. I remember a birthday party a number of years ago. And the person,
Oh, Kate's party?
I remember a birthday party a number of years ago. And the budget that the person had was like $1,800,
Mhm.
which really doesn't cover food and staff, because you remember he's paying staff too, to be there for us. Now, the bar will take some of that, but we need to really so flipping sides and being the bartender.
Mhm.
At another event where it was a cash bar, but it was not advertised as a cash bar, we have to make sure we advertise
Yeah,
cash
for sure.
bar.
I just wrote it down.
Because there was a Gore Park fundraiser and nobody advertised it was a cash bar, and as the bartender, I caught so much flack, and I do not want those bartenders to
Have
catch
to
the
deal
flack.
with that.
Well, this is what I would say is that
So-
if we're doing a cash bar, then we probably shouldn't charge to come because we're not giving them the free tickets or anything.
Right,
You know, we're hoping they're gonna buy the art. So we're gonna, if we don't charge at the door, we will have more people because it's the Roca buffet syndrome, which occurs where people are like, I'm gonna eat it all. And then the whole town shows up. So what do you think?
I think a minimum is like $1,800, just so that he covers his food and his staffing.
How do you guys feel about spending like,
How much do we have?
Yeah, what's in the bank?
we have quite a bit. We were okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
I mean, we could, if we decided to do,
I don't know.
I think
It's
it's
a
a
thank
minimum
you.
of that.
Yeah, yeah, I don't have any
Well,
problems
let's,
with that.
I think we should keep it about there.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know if it's possible to tell Rob to like keep it, no, don't, cause he recharges the buffet,
Right.
you know.
Well,
and
then let's
I'll talk to Rob
estimate the
about
number
it.
of people, and then if they run out of food, I mean, they run out of food.
He
Yeah, we don't
won't
need
run
to,
out
we don't need to feed the whole
He'll
town.
never
But I
do
don't
that.
want him, yeah, I don't want him to.
You
He'll
ask
never
him
do
what-
that. I will talk to him.
I mean,
I'll do that talk.
Ask him and give him a couple different possible numbers. It's a Sunday. I mean, how many people do you guys think would show up?
For free food at Roca on a Sunday afternoon in
So maybe-
February.
Like the whole
So
town.
maybe we should charge. Cause
Like,
then,
even if it's
I can't do
$5, or we
Why
put
don't
the
we
house
talk to
out.
Rod first?
Yep.
yeah, well, you guys talk
That's
to,
a good idea.
if you talk to Rod, we can vote on the budget next time too.
Mhm.
This was just like I was placeholding.
Good,
I know that we have to do
Yeah,
it.
because we have to do
I'll
it.
talk to him.
Because if we don't vote on the budget till next time, that's fine. I could always prepay for the posters myself or something. We can figure
We'll
it out.
figure, we can put it on my.
I'm happy to talk to him, but I will say that I always encourage him to charge what he's worth.
Well, that's absolutely the way it should be.
So
Yeah.
So
Will
Jenny,
need-
talk to him. No.
Karen's like, I'll talk to him.
Yeah, neither of you are talking to him now. Charge us whatever you want. No,
So
no,
if we vote on the budget at the next meeting,
that's January.
that could
We'll be okay. We'll be okay time-wise.
turn on time.
Yeah, because then we have a month and a half before, and it doesn't, we'll be able to, we should be fine. Because obviously my number was,
Just, you
No, I think
place
your
it
number
I'm
was
also
good.
cheap.
I think your number's good. I think if we gave him that number, he could certainly work on, with that number. But
Well, we want it to be nice.
he's
Yeah.
also calling in staff on a day that he's not normally open. That means he's calling in dishwashers, wait staff, bartenders.
Yeah,
He's
getting all the
two
food.
cooks in the kitchen, he's in the kitchen.
Yeah,
Like, there's a lot that goes on to something like this that people don't usually think
And we-
about, like,
We do have to pay the musicians, and we also do theoretically have to buy the things for the cigarette machine. So my protocol is always make the budget higher than you think it has to be, because something will happen and you need more money and you won't be able to get it.
right.
So that's a plan. You guys, will you talk to him and see what
I'll
he's?
talk to him.
I don't know how to estimate how many people are gonna show up to something like this, but I feel like it would be
Well,
Well, do we
50.
wanna say
at
100?
least 50,
Yeah, 50.
50 to 100, which is a big difference.
yeah, it is a huge difference, but
All the
I
artists,
told him
we have 20
We were
artists.
thinking maybe 50. I mean, I just threw a number.
Let's say
out.
50 to 75.
But it might be more.
So I think when we did the Gore Park fundraiser there prior to COVID, there were so many people there. It was like 100 people. And then they were all dancing up with Melissa Reeves on the second floor. I
Yeah,
thought
so
the
we're not
ceiling was
doing that
gonna-
level.
We're not doing that, but we're not.
May,
But
can I
still.
throw out an idea I just had,
Yeah.
which may be bad? What if we charged $30 and that included one of the packs of cigarettes and the food? or something like that.
That's
So, 'cause
smart.
what
We've
I'm-
included 2 drink tickets.
Yeah,
and a
I'm
cigarette
just
pack.
worried about that, we're hosting something that we're gonna make no money at because we're not making the people buy anything, and the cigarette packs,
Yeah.
I think they would sell.
Yeah.
But I don't know how, I don't know
But we
if
don't
it'd
know
be worth
who
it.
will know. Yeah.
Because I hate running a fundraiser where we spend more money.
Right.
And we don't actually raise any. And I
So-
mean, the fact of the
That would
matter
keep
is,
that would keep the food numbers down. Also,
What if we just charge $10 to get in?
I think we charge too little in Bisbee, you guys.
What if
6
we
years
say
ago,
50 bucks?
I charged $40 a ticket for flamenco and everybody thought I was nuts. And I sold out and had people wrapped around the corner of the street.
I know fundraisers are different though. There is a cap because the fundraising crowd doesn't. I don't know.
But $30 and you get a $20 item,
That's
and-
fine as
and you
long
get
as it
food.
includes a cigarette pack.
that's what I'm
I'm not
saying.
willing to do a $30 fundraiser that doesn't include anything.
No, it
Okay.
absolutely needs to include, like,
Yeah.
it'll include food,
Yes.
free food and an art thing, which,
That's a great deal.
that's a
Then we
great.
have
No
to
booze.
say cash bar.
Right.
Cash
Yes,
bar.
yes.
So $30, cigarette pack, food, cash bar.
Yeah.
Good.
Cash bar has to be the header.
And make sure that Rod is getting what he needs, because when you're coming in and it's a regular night and you've got staff there, it's already, you're controlling your costs. When you have to come and surmount an additional day, that's out of your pocket.
Right.
I mean, our two goals
We
for
don't have
having
to
this.
tell them to charge us everything though.
The goal for this actual event, going back to the core purpose, is fundraiser and to thank the artists.
Artists
Yeah.
don't pay anything. They don't want
The
cigarette
artists
pack
aren't gonna
anyway.
pay anything.
Uh-huh.
It'll feel extra special because other people are paying and they're not having
But
to.
they need to RSVP.
But
so
they
we have
do
a
need to
list.
RSVP, so we know how many people are coming. It will sell, by ticketing it, it will inadvertently sell more art pieces than we originally would have.
That's
Because
right.
everybody who has a ticket
Mhm.
gets an art piece.
Yeah.
And it'll bring down
We could give
our
them,
Put a-
food
we could give
eating
them a
numbers.
token.
the
We could give
enthusiasm.
them
We'll
a,
also
Yeah.
give a number to Rod, because we will know
Yeah.
how many tickets we have, so the day before we
Yes,
can say we
ahead
have
of
sold X amount of tickets, and
that's,
he can
see,
then.
that's
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
And when they come to the door or whatever, we can give them a token so that they can get a cigarette pack from one of the lovely ladies.
I think that sounds
Or
perfect.
gentlemen.
Yeah,
have
I
a
think
lot
it
of
builds in
little
more
employees. I'm
graciousness,
happy to
too.
do
Yeah, so we need
And
to,
enthusiasm.
in early January, have a good fun, or not for me, ticket button. I like a, let's
Eventbrite.
month, right?
Eventbrite.
Yeah. Eventbrite, right?
Yeah.
One Eventbrite, and then that seems like that'll make more financial sense for us,
it
right?
does,
agree.
absolutely.
We're
It's a
not
little
just
more
throwing a
formal,
party,
it's a little-
we're
nicer.
having a fundraiser.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And so then people know from the get-go, this is about appreciating and raising funds for the cigar machine.
And it'll feel special that way too,
Right.
rather
It
than
will.
just anybody off the street can wander in.
Exactly.
I
yeah,
have a
so,
lot of
Keep out the
little wooden
riffraff.
buttons, so-
Yeah, right.
the what?
I have a lot of wooden buttons if you need tokens.
That's a good one, 'cause the little raffle things are not as cute.
I have, they
Oh,
sent me
heart-shaped
the wrong.
tokens, Tracy.
I have wooden circles.
What
You
about
can
the
paint
little
hearts on
heart-shaped
them.
plastic ring?
Angela's gonna paint hearts on all of
I
these
have a
wooden
heart
tokens.
You
stamp.
just need a stamp.
That'll work.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because they're for the, I have them for the market, they sent me the wrong size, so they're like, I like them to be this big, and then instead they're this big, and I
Oh, yeah.
don't like them that
Oh,
big.
that's a lovely
I
idea.
have a heart stamp,
And
I'll
they'll
just
just
stamp
step
each
right
one.
on, yeah, and then that'll be the token for
Have a
picking
little
up their
craft.
heart.
We're here to solve all your problems at the Bisbee Arts Commission.
We have art
Don't you
supplies.
think, honestly, this is a better meeting than your last meeting, right?
Oh, it's so much nicer.
Alright, let's move along then. Now that we're getting into the crafty part of it, I appreciate that, I think we're gonna be fine.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's a nicer idea,
I
and we
love
feel
it.
better, and,
So you guys are gonna talk to Rod,
yeah.
I'm gonna talk to Richard and see if he's game for poster.
I will set up an Eventbrite, and then I'll make the poster if he doesn't. I guess.
Okay.
And then, so who's talking to the musicians?
I will.
Alright.
And-
I'll talk to Rod, you'll talk to the musicians.
And I'll be the one to make the dollar store trip.
I would like to go on record as saying I think it's hilarious that the Bisbee Arts Commission has come to stickers and stickers.
Craft
Stickers.
is a dollar.
Stickers.
Craft is also art.
No judgment.
No judgment, art is art.
Craft is art.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're gonna vote on the budget next time.
Sounds good.
We're gonna move along before we get to start talking about bows. And, discussion and possible approval of a date, time, and place for the cigar machine. I was like, Date,
February 11th.
February 11th, time,
7?
Yeah.
or even a little earlier?
6:30.
Start early.
Yeah, that's true.
What about
6.
6 to 8?
Sure.
6 to
6 to
8:30?
8.
And then Broca.
Okay, that means that they're at Roca until at least 10.
Yeah.
They
5 to
If we have
7:30?
So
And
five
let's
to-
end at 8, right? Is that what you're saying?
Well, they just come, okay, so
This town likes to do things early, so why don't we do 5 to 7:30? Is that okay?
that's fine.
All right.
I'm just thinking that, I probably shouldn't even weigh in, but it's a late night and they're running into.
We'll request Amy to make him work.
Right, yeah.
It's
We
not
haven't
that,
mentioned him in this.
it's the dishwashing.
Mm.
That's the one, that's the
Did you say
longest
5:30 then? I'm sorry, did you?
5 to 7.
5 to
5
7:30.
to 7:30.
This town,
Five
this
to
week art
7:30.
openings and things, 5 o'clock is actually a perfect time. People
Yeah.
like to
Great
go
for
things early.
hors d'oeuvres and-
If someone remembers all 3 of those things that we just discussed, do I have a motion?
I move to approve
To
the
test.
February 11th, it's a Sunday, 5 to 7:30 at Roca for the Sig Art Machine Party.
Do I have a second?
Second,
Jan seconds. All ayes?
Aye.
Any nays? Look what we did. All right.
Ashley?
Yeah, that seems like weirdly
It's great.
late.
Isn't that nice?
Everybody said, this is good. That seems super nice.
I know, it's gonna be super fun.
I gotta figure out
Really
like
stoked
cigarette
about it.
machine boxes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like what's her name had here tonight?
I have at least one, and I'll pull it down if it's in not great shape, I'll create something else.
Yeah, and if you need any help, let me know.
Okay.
Like, do we, like the thing with the
Yeah.
strap in the
Mhm.
box? Oh,
Yeah.
so you have a
if you
strap.
need, I can make one too. so.
You wanna make,
Or like Ariel.
we also need
and-
someone to, I know that
Some
it's wise in this
balls.
discussion. We need some lovely ladies or gentlemen.
I'll volunteer my son. Just kidding.
I think
Me too.
Gordon would love to see
Yeah, we need some
David.
men.
Volunteer your daughter.
I'll volunteer my children.
Angela,
I would volunteer.
I can
mine
come
when
up
they're
with some
away.
people.
do you
Yeah.
know some people?
Yeah,
I think like 2 or 3 is probably plenty.
okay,
And they will give them something nice.
okay.
Kyle's sister.
Like a token
Kyle's
for the-
sister.
Cigarette pack.
Like
They can, they
A
can
hard
take
stamp.
tips.
A hard stamp token.
Kyle's sister.
Caitlin,
Caitlin, yeah, there,
She had a nice little.
yeah, and then it's the
Molly has
box.
one too.
Yeah,
Right.
it's the
There's
box.
plenty of those around.
Yeah. Basically the showcase for tall gals would
Yeah.
probably be interested, at least 2 of them, so.
Let me know if you need help, rather.
All right, you're gonna take care of that.
Yeah. I have coffee with Sonia on Wednesday anyway, I'll ask her about it.
Okay.
Anything else about that? I feel like that we're covering it.
And if they're not interested, I've got some lunar landing gals that will do it.
Okay, perfect. I was trying to think of anybody else. Let me know if you need help.
Okay.
I think most people I know are not, and that, not going to do that, but
Most of the people around me will.
I know.
Right.
My curmudgeonly friends are like,
My sparkly friends are all in.
you know. Well, that sounds great. Good job, everybody. We've nailed that. Item 6, discussion regarding the bulletin board restoration. Did I misspell it? But restoration and possible approval of the costs to replace the cork.
Okay, so I
This is my
found
dream thing here.
Frank Lowe is the cork importer here in the United States
Cool.
that I've researched, and really, really good. They're coming up with a quote for me, but I
Oh, good.
haven't heard back from them. I've measured the board in 2 places. I went directly up to the little edging and then beyond, including the edging. So I'm taking the outside measurement on it. I'm gonna see if I can talk to, get a hold of Ben Dale and talk to him about the action of doing that, and get his advice on
Let me
that.
put you in contact with him, because I haven't told him yet that he's
Oh.
not making it twice the size.
Okay, okay.
Well, we
So
don't
we'll
know.
I'll
on
wait
that.
for you.
I will, but no, I'll put you in contact with him. Let me just take him out to coffee and tell him that
Okay.
we decided not to make it twice the size.
Okay. And
Um,
the folks also gave me the information on the right type of mastic to use on it. It's all temperature stable
I
and
was
will
curious about that, yeah.
last. The difference that in the prices, the reason it's taking a little bit longer is that we have to go for 1/4 inch or 1/8 inch are the two
Oh, 'cause it's
sizes.
oh,
And
right.
it's a roll, and one of them comes in 50 feet and one of them comes in more. So, you know, there's gonna be cork for everyone. So anyway.
Don't tell the city. Got cork.
It will be a good circumstance. I looked in at some other places and their prices are higher for much less. So,
That's great. We'll have,
Yeah, extra cork.
these people are, they've done this for years, importing Spanish cork to do this. And they do everything. They do housing, they do floors, they do everything. So they have,
So what are we looking at for price?
I don't know
But
yet.
she's waiting on a quote right now.
Oh, okay.
That's okay, we'll sell the leftover at a markup to the city. Don't tell them.
I heard that.
Yeah.
You have the government price.
Yeah,
Anyway, they
triple
are
it.
lovely people. They will not sell to the public, but they will sell from from their situation to the city.
Okay.
So that's-
Sure.
Cool.
We're good.
That's awesome, thank you, Jen. So as soon as you have that number, I'll put it on the next
Okay.
agenda, and then we'll vote on it, and
I'll send
hopefully
it
that
your
story
way.
will be on Westover. That's awesome, thank you.
All right.
It's your turn.
Yes.
Item 7, discussion regarding public art project.
So it's been interesting.
I
I
always like to hear that.
I have reached out and made quite a few phone calls and emails. And I don't know if it's the time of year or what, but I've actually only heard back from one person.
That's the
So,
time.
yeah,
That's the
so,
beginning of the school year, kind of, right? You know,
well,
Thanksgiving, everything gets.
yeah, I left a message, with, City of Douglas. They actually called me back and sent me on to somebody else. I called them, left a message, haven't heard back from them. Talked to a whole line of people in Benson. They were actually the people that were so responsive, and their mural project is actually quite different than ours. They have a nonprofit that ended up hiring a muralist and putting murals up all over town.
I love him, yeah.
And so, you know, that was a whole different story, but I learned all about it, and they were extremely helpful and very friendly. Like, literally, somebody at Public Works talked to me and then, like, ran across the street and said, oh, I see so-and-so, and brought them over and got them on the phone with me. I was like, all right. They made me feel a little bit like a rock star.
Let's just call it every day.
Yeah. But I have not heard back from the gal at University of Arizona, right? So because went through the holidays, and now it's a breather, and we're going back into holidays, I was gonna try to touch base again and see if I could get in contact with University of Arizona. So that's where I'm at.
Because they're probably on winter break now, right?
Possibly,
yet.
not
Not
yet.
yet.
I was hoping I could catch them, but I'm wondering if it might
No,
be
you're
something.
fine, you might make
Okay.
it in the next week or so.
No, so we'll just put it back on to the next agenda, but the one thing that came up at the gallery owner meeting was that they really wanted like a, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't they say the gallery owners thought it would be a great idea to, once we talk to people about this whole mural project, put together like a self-guided tour or something?
Yeah, yeah.
Like a brochure or something.
I mean, what I,
Another brochure with another map.
yeah.
Oh,
But
good.
what I don't know, I didn't keep great notes when we were there, but what I was sensing is that they liked the idea of some kind of how to take care of your piece of
Yes.
public art,
Right,
so a little how-to.
yes.
And then they also liked the idea of kind of a numbered, self-guided little tour.
Yeah, well, that's how we could wrap
So-
in the,
Yeah, in together.
yeah.
So I really still think the best first step is finding maybe a group of students that want to catalog what we've got. You know,
Yeah, then once we catalog it, we'll know what to put on there.
exactly.
So it all seems like kind of,
Yeah, it has a logical progression. So now we just have to find people who want to do the work.
that's great. So you'll update us next time?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Angela. Item 8, I made a ridiculous copy of things, but here, so I'm giving this to you. So
Oh, I
you can
don't
fill
need
it
my
out.
glasses.
No, I know, I had to fill up, because it was very sad, because there was a lot of stuff on there. I'll give you one too, if you really want one.
Thanks.
I'll grab one from you.
So, we have been, I know. We had been talking about January meeting, voting on our schedule, right?
Yes.
And then these were the things that I knew we wanted to be on the schedule. The last one we talked about. So I just wanted,
Last one, I don't know.
I wanted us to have this so we could start putting the dates down. And some of what we have. So instance, cigarette party, I couldn't put it before because we hadn't voted on it. So February 11th, right?
Mm-hmm.
2024.
Spring art supply exchange was set for, this is a test.
It was
Is it
April,
open book?
it was April
Wait, the
21st.
last meeting.
Was it 21st? 21st Earth, no, 22nd is Earth
I
Day.
have it written down somewhere.
See, this is a test.
Look at all of
That's
us.
right, I think it was the 7th.
It wasn't Earth Day because I,
It was a few weeks before.
It's the 6th, isn't it?
April 27th. It's on your,
We were all
I was
wrong.
all wrong.
it's on
Everybody in
your
there is not even
minutes.
I was wrong twice.
So April 27th, that we've already voted on. I put the gallery owner meeting on here.
I think September might be a better time because October's so crazy. What do you guys think?
For the gallery owner?
Yeah, the gallery owner meeting, and then it would be a little warmer outside if we did Poco's again. It wouldn't be so.
September, so let's look.
I'm not back in town until the 15th.
Right.
So we'll make sure it's after the
That's
15th.
about me.
We'll make sure it's after the 15th?
Or you can have it without me, I'm just telling you.
No.
So yeah, I'm not worried about hardcore, but I would like to vote on it next
Late
time.
September, maybe?
Yeah,
And probably in the middle of the week again because it's gallery owners, right?
Right?
yeah, like
September,
19th,
that's a,
My sister.
I can't, I mean, I've worked Thursdays for the rest of my.
18th,
17th or 18th.
17th or 18th.
18th, I'm fine, if you want 18th, you can have
What
it.
day of the week is the 18th?
Wednesday.
The 17th is, why don't we leave it on the, didn't we do it on Tuesday?
Yeah, let's do the 17th then.
So you see what I'm doing is we're just filling these in.
Yes.
See that?
Fall art exchange, we wanna do it twice a year because it's so fun. It is.
And we
I said,
did,
that sounded sarcastic, but I didn't mean to.
no, it is absolutely. Let's do that in October.
Okay, so
I
then
liked October.
we get into a dark area now.
I know, October's a hardcore
Well,
month.
because there's this, and this is the question.
Oh,
Do we wanna do this?
Why not?
The exhibition.
Oh, the exhibition. Oh, I didn't read the last
Oh,
one, because you told me that to
why
read it.
not? And I was like,
Well, so
really, Jim?
The exhibition
Okay.
was in October last year,
Right.
and
But what says it has to be in October again?
it doesn't. But before we set the date, we have to really look at a calendar with other people, because this is when you
Yes.
get into the dark area where there's every weekend is
Every
something.
single
Yes.
Yes,
thing.
ma'am.
If we were to decide we wanted to do an exhibition,
Hmm.
it might be a nice thing to do during the doldrums of January.
So,
You know, it gets colder, it gets darker
Then it would be a
earlier.
triennial. It's a no, I'm kidding.
I'm just saying.
It's cold in there.
It
That
is
was-
a
That
cold
was the
space.
problem.
Is it a cold
There's no
space?
heat.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a cold
Even at the
space.
end of our exhibition last time,
It
it
was
started
cold.
freezing.
Yeah, I really don't think we
So
want
we
to do
can't do it in the
winter.
summer.
Can't do it in summer or winter, it needs to be fall or spring.
And that was part of the reason why October, and that space specifically, because we already paid for the walls, and I think we get at least a deal if we do it there again.
Yeah.
If not, free, I don't know. We have to, that's why we're talking about it, is this something that we want to put our time and energy into?
Or do we want to consider spring 2025? Because fall is.
2030, I think.
Wait, let's put it off until the end of the next presidential
Like,
cycle.
wait.
What's it called when you do it every 10 years? When you do something every 10 years, what's it called?
Oh
Who would hang it?
Sharon.
no. Sharon.
I was thinking, can we hire Sharon?
Sharon might be back by
Yeah,
then.
she
Sharon said she would, Sharon has been traumatized by being on the Board of Adjustment.
That's all mine. I don't take anything, any
She
part
joined
in
the Board
that
of
one.
Adjustment, not
Why would she
completely
join
knowing,
such a not fun
because
thing?
Nina told her it was gonna be fun.
Nina told her they don't meet very often,
I know,
and
I
they've
know.
had like back-to-back meetings.
And all of them are not fun.
Are not fun.
I said, Sharon, come back to the soft side,
Mm-hmm.
where we have a good
Go
time.
back to the last.
We don't tell people they can't live in their houses.
Okay, well then if Sharon's back, we can do it next October.
Yeah, I know.
I think she wants to come back. I think it's all about the health, you know, and
Yeah, of
all
course.
those things going on.
Sure.
I like the idea of spring of 25.
I do too. I like the idea of
There's
spring
enough
better.
time.
March of 25, it's warm enough outside, but still cool enough that it won't be 1,000,000 degrees inside. March is also kind of a dead month.
2024 calendar. No, I'm just kidding. I'm fine with that. I mean, it's really what you guys think. March, it's gotta be,
End
Yeah.
of March.
and it's usually, it only happened once. I don't know why I talk about it like that.
What?
It was 6 weeks open. We can do 4 weeks open, or, you know, we can do whatever we want. We didn't really, you know, that was the first time, so we can change whatever we do.
It's super windy in March, that's why we didn't wanna do,
But we're not gonna do vendors and stuff.
we're not doing the vendors. we're
Yeah, it would
doing
just
the
be
show.
inside, so spring would be
Oh,
appropriate.
that doesn't matter, I didn't know.
Yeah.
You know, I've been away.
I know.
Okay.
I'm busy.
I don't know, like,
Ginny left after the last exhibition.
I'm not sure. But yeah, exactly.
That's a good choice of a
Burned you out after the last
What do
one.
you think,
Easter
Janet?
is the 8th, or the 9th, isn't it, on that month? Is it early?
Since this is inconclusive, let me ask
Right,
David
well-
Rose what he thinks too.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Because I'm worried that it's still going to be kind of cold in March in there.
Yeah, I'm worried too. about that.
April's okay.
And also, he might have something scheduled.
He might.
You might.
But are we saying that October, why are we saying no in October? Just to be clear, I want to know.
I have multiple reasons. One is that we would really need to start the planning, even though it's just the art show
All right.
part, we're organizing artists. So that means we start planning for this if we do it in October, in February or March.
Right after the party.
Right after the party. And I know what my spring looks like. You guys aren't gonna have the same, like, I can't put in the work like I did last time.
I haven't seen you in weeks. I'm just kidding.
Um,
And I will not be here June 15th to September 15th. So while I can work on it while I'm away, I will not be available.
Mhm.
I don't know, that's what, it was, I mean, it was a lot.
It was a lot, and I know that this is a fraction of what we did last time. I think also that having it be this fall for two, the reason of we have to start planning this spring if we do it. Number two being that fall always feels like everybody's in competition with one another. There's so much going on.
It's true.
So many annual
You know,
things.
there's a reason though, this is like the nonprofit thing that always hurts, is that the reason why it's nonprofit season is because you want to do any of these fundraisers while the people are here for winter break.
Exactly.
I mean, or for like people who live here part-time.
Yeah.
I think they're still here in April,
I still feel, yeah. I
April's a
feel-
little iffy though.
Yeah, April's a-
early April.
Yeah, I mean, March sounds, but then I worry about let me ask,
I'd say late March, I'd say the last
Yeah.
week of March or
Yeah.
the first week of April.
Right.
all right, and do you guys, is there anything else that isn't late, there's gotta be something late March, early April. I'm just trying to, so I can write a
Not
note.
really.
Nothing.
All I
Nothing like
know
October.
is the annual things that happen at Central School, and also Rita's trying to make rhythms of Bisbee, an annual thing, and that's March. Which,
Something to not do the opening on the same day.
yeah.
So I'll talk to him and see what he says about March. Because he could be like, it could be really cold in there still.
I know.
But
So,
I mean, you guys are all right. If we started planning it, we need to plan it, start planning tomorrow.
and I
Would we
was kind
skip- Would we be able to skip the booklet? Or would we wanna
of,
do
we
that?
wanna do the book.
I also,
That-
I'm happy to tell you guys that Sloan has offered to pay for
Yeah.
the book again.
Yes.
Oh, okay then.
So we definitely would wanna do the book again.
I think the book is a good
That
idea.
was-
It's awesome, and if, to have that each time, so.
Easter.
Yeah, we have to figure, let me talk to Sharon too.
Mhm.
Because
See what her involvement.
Sharon and I did the book together, and that was the part that I was like,
No.
well, I mean, it's just a.
It's a lot.
It takes two people, it takes a lot of, at least two people, because I had to type it all out, and I made typos, because it was like, the book was a little bit, it won't be as bad this time, because that was a little bit of a last minute addition,
Mhm.
Sharon just kept on coming up with like fantastical things that she wanted to do.
Well, tell her she can't come back if she's gonna do
Yeah,
that.
there's no fantastical ideas if she comes back. Mediocre at best.
It was a fantastical idea, but yes, it was
That was so much.
it was a lot, and also we lost our photographer, so we had to find another
That's
photographer.
right.
Oh, man.
Because that's what we're all suffering, everybody's
That's right.
suffering right now because nobody has a photographer
Right.
for that kind of thing. She left town.
She's gonna be back for a little on and off though.
Oh, really?
She's here next week,
Is this Holly?
well, this week.
Daniela.
Sorry, Daniela.
She was,
I have her in
we had
class twice
Dan.
this week.
Caleb the singer, also is a professional photographer.
Yeah. Kayla Vanderheide.
Yeah, just a different kind of.
Different time.
Yeah, different tone, different kind of work.
Yeah, because we need somebody who at least does white gallery
Mhm.
shots. And Daniela,
It's good.
really
the
good.
reason we hired her was she was doing Risha's ceramics,
Mhm.
and we knew that she could do.
Mhm.
Yeah, she
Or-
really did a great job.
But she is also willing to come in here for different reasons, so.
I need the book of knowledge.
Yeah, where is that from?
It's shoved under my door at work.
Under her door, at work.
It's holding a door open right now. It's really big.
Can I ask you a question?
Please.
What was the thinking of keeping it open for 6 weeks?
There was no
Art show.
It cost so much money to make the show. We thought we would get the full bang for the buck, and it was like she got. I mean, that's the thing without Sharon, because Sharon did get people to show up,
Yep.
and she had a different event every week, which I wasn't even involved really with
I
that
know.
part of it because I kind of died after the whole thing.
Wasn't even aware that
She
there was
just
an
She
did
had
event.
a
so
poetry
nice.
opening.
Yeah,
Yes,
her
yes,
name.
yes.
And it was cold the whole time
It was.
for those events.
I mean, can we purchase space heaters or something? I
It's
don't
so
know.
big.
It's too big.
It'd be so spendy.
Let me ask him, and we'll go from there. All right, and see what because he may be like, that's a horrible idea,
Yeah.
or he may be like, I have a show, so you guys can't do that anyway.
All right, ask him.
Yeah, because I mean, if October's too soon, November, December, January, February's out.
Mm-hmm.
And then if March doesn't work, we're gonna have to do it the fall of 2025.
Is December completely out?
Yeah, the temperature.
Oh, duh. We've just been saying.
I know, it's just, well, maybe, he may have,
Well, what
I
about
don't think he's
April or
bought it.
May? I mean, I think April or May, we're still on that cusp of snowbirds, and if we advertise in Tucson, they're definitely still in
Yeah.
Tucson.
I know Central School doesn't do things traditionally in May because a lot of people are gone, a lot.
Yeah.
I
That
think it
was always-
really needs to be April
April would
or
be the
fall.
last, yeah.
April
last month.
or fall.
Late March, April,
2025.
Or December.
let me talk to him, and like I said, because we might be able to solve that just by him telling us what we can and cannot do.
Mhm.
Okay.
But I just wanted to bring it up. So the fall art supply exchange then, we'll do October?
It worked out fine this
April,
year.
May, June, July, August, September, yeah, that's great.
About 6 months,
Do you know, what weekend you would like us to do it?
whatever weekend you'd like.
What weekend do you guys wanna do? I would like to vote on this next time, that's why we're filling it out
How
now.
about we do the 12th?
Sure.
October's the month where everything happens, but everybody goes to the farmer's market, no matter what, so
That's right.
Yeah, but then we avoid the Bisbee 1000, which is the third weekend.
Mm.
And so if we do the second weekend,
So
that's
what's
why I
on the
said the
second?
12th.
What else is on the second week in October?
I don't know, do we wanna do the 5th, so it's the first weekend? We don't have anything, I don't think,
Something on the second,
annually on the first.
mariachi is in October.
That's
November.
That's
November?
November, first part of November.
The first
What
weekend
else
of
is there?
November.
There's something else in
The
October.
But it's
Blues
probably not on
Festival,
Saturday
when is
morning.
Blues Festival?
It is in September.
Okay.
Oh, that's fine, let's just do the 12th, that sounds great.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what, I just thought it would be, what an idea that we just set our calendar at the beginning
Can
of
you
the
believe
year,
it?
instead of just adding things.
It's
So
okay.
this is the part of the conversation where, is there anything that it doesn't mean that we can't do things. Like, we can't,
But I think this sounds like a pretty full schedule.
I know, that's
Even
why.
if we don't do the exhibition, we still have
4 events,
4
right.
events.
Shouldn't there be a fundraising event in there? Oh, the cigarette.
The cigar is
For
our
the whole year,
fundraiser.
just for the whole 20.
Yeah.
Well, because the cigarette machine just makes enough.
Yeah.
I mean, that was sort of, that got us out, if you guys, I mean, it's really, if you wanna do a fundraiser, we can.
I have my hands
That
full.
was that was a wonderful scheme of the cigar machine, was to take us out of the fundraising game.
Yes.
And we usually make, what do we do this month, $940 or something?
Yeah,
So it's about
it's
$1,000 a
around
month
$1,000.
most of the year,
I feel like
which is about 12, so that'd be 12,000 for the year.
2 events in the spring, 2 in the fall, that sounds really
So
good.
12,000 a year,
That's
animal
only-
shelter
that
fundraiser
is- we
just
only
made
get half.
13, that's about what people make.
Yeah.
Our art auction, we made 15 the last time.
What,
The art auction, the last time we did the art auction, we made about 15, I think, which was really good.
yeah.
But it was also another one of those things where it was so
So
much work.
Uh-huh,
And we don't want to be in the position, I believe, where we're asking artists to donate art.
yeah,
Because they get hit up so much,
Yeah.
they get kind of weird about it.
yeah,
Send that to personal experience.
yes.
I'm only making birdhouses from now on.
I have a question.
Yes,
Are we planning to do the portfolios for the high school students?
we are.
Good.
Yeah.
I didn't put a date on it because it's sort of like,
Whenever they come.
I actually talked to, I meant to call a different Amy, and I called that Amy, and then I tried to play it off by saying, oh, you need to let me know when the portfolio.
Which you just blown completely.
She doesn't watch these meetings. No, but it was really funny because I was trying to reach Bill's stepdaughter, and but yeah, I was like, hey, oh, by the way, you should tell me when you need those. They want a different size this year, but she's gonna give me a count and everything. And then she's
Really?
like,
They have smaller,
a little
a
smaller.
little smaller, yeah.
She said most of their work is not that big,
Right.
because it was like the regular portfolio size. But she was stoked.
We supplied,
Could-
To the high school,
portfolios
art
for high
students.
school students.
Could we
It's
ask
like
them
put
to come
together
here
for-
to a meeting, so
like
it's the
applying
whole
for
commission
colleges.
gets to
Oh, nice.
present them and we can have like a picture and that kind of thing with the commission?
Well, we got some pictures. The reason
Yes, I remember.
we can ask them, it's just that it's hard for the kids to come at night.
That's true,
Yeah,
that's
So a
true.
lot of them don't have their parents working.
or maybe Amy could get a picture of her class with them holding their.
Well, we
We
got a
did.
picture
Oh, you
last
did?
year, it was like
Okay.
You
Karen,
guys
Bill,
could
and
all
I.
go, we'll
Do
just
you want
notice
you guys
it.
all just come?
Yeah,
That
We'll
might
just
be
notice
fun.
it.
'Cause it's hard to get them.
yeah, we'll go to them instead of.
Yeah, that's what
I
we
just think
did.
it would be nice, so here's my thing,
Mhm.
right? So I felt like we were presenting them with like a pretty big gift.
Mm-hmm,
And I just felt like being in the office, all jammed into the office with them not really,
I'll ask
Maybe
her
they
about a
can meet
different,
us in a
maybe I can
room,
ask her,
wanted-
well, we can
yeah.
go to the art room. I
yeah.
think we have to get signed in or something.
Yeah.
But I think that's
Okay.
fine.
That's all you do.
I
okay.
just think
Why don't I
a
ask her
little more
about-
ceremony to
Yeah.
it would make it more important to the kids.
I
It
think
would
so.
make
Yeah,
it more
just-
important to the kids, it would also represent better to the public,
Right.
something that we're doing.
Right, instead of like jammed into that little tiny office, the kids are all, the picture was
That's fine,
like,
I can
you know.
ask her. I mean, the most important thing to me was just to get them the portfolios.
I
But,
agree.
But
it
I'll
was
ask
sort
her
of
for a
like
better
they
look.
didn't,
I have to be out here in town.
it sort of like didn't, I felt like they didn't really know what was going on, and it was kind of weird, and they
This
felt
way
we
it
were
could be-
weird.
She said they were very happy.
I know, but,
But yeah, I'll ask her. I just like, I'll ask her something simple. I just don't want to make it too complicated
No.
for them either.
I don't want to either.
The other thing I wanted to do about portfolios was get a sticker that says Bisbee Exhibition for Fun.
I
Oh,
like it.
there we go.
We're back to stickers.
We're back to stickers.
Stickers are great.
Stickers are the best.
So, I think we're done with
Bisbee Arts
this,
Commission merch.
right? Is that, we kind of have our calendar?
Yeah.
If you think of something in the middle of the night where you're like, oh my god, we have to do this thing, tell
Texting
me.
you.
But this is a good, this is a lot. Even-
Yeah.
You're right.
And there's no reason why we can't add something if we come up with some spectacular idea.
Well, that's the thing, and just having a backbone or having a structure to it, like Holly's workshop or something. If you decide we want to do a workshop or something, we can add it, but this we have at least, and they're all kind of, other than
Spaced out.
September and October, but the art exchanges are not that hard to do.
No, that was a lot of fun and it was really just the day of, yeah.
Anybody have anything else about to say about calendar dates? And on the next agenda, I'd like to vote on the calendar. And I'll have some dates from David Rose for that.
That sounds good.
Item 9. Yeah? Are you just
I was just winking at you.
update discussion regarding the following cigarette machine? I think it was 940 for last month. It's fine, except that somebody got a broken piece out here.
Oh, I talked to her today, she was lovely. She said, don't worry about it, the box was mangled, I wanted to make sure you guys knew in case something was wrong with the machine. She said the art came out okay.
You would have given her another one.
I told her that, and she said, well, I already left Bisbee, and I said, well, call me if you come back to Bisbee, and I'll.
I mailed
I
them
could've
before
mailed
too.
I know, but she didn't want us to go through the hassle.
That's very
so-
nice. Yeah, no, sometimes the machine likes to eat things.
Yes,
That's when I'm down there with the screwdriver trying to get something out of it. Risha's little pots got stuck in here, and I was like, don't tell her.
But no, Elaine was quite sweet. Very nice, very
Here's some
appreciative.
duck. It's a do-it-yourself pot.
Yeah.
I actually think
Before
they're
I
okay.
even does, you remake it.
The other one was that there's somebody who has repeatedly emailed the city and myself and you and me all together, that wants to, April, who wants to participate in the machine. So you and I should talk, and one of us has to contact her this
Yeah.
week before she, I just feel bad. It's just,
Yeah.
we were busy the last week.
Yeah. And I don't mind.
She posted on Bisbee Community. I tried to find us. I found her. So it all was okay, but we, just remind me all
Okay.
I knew.
Right.
But the single art machine is fun. I just got more art from Risha and Dave, which is good.
Mhm.
People are slowly catching up. There were a few slots that were empty for a while, but people were doing like craft fairs and stuff, so it's hard to, I don't think it's fine. I think it's fine if there's one or two that are empty. There's a million choices. But before that party, we're gonna have to stock up.
Yeah.
And I'll put out an email to all of them about how we need to stock up.
Okay.
And we need
And-
extra, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
extra stuff.
Tamara said she's more than happy to take new pictures for the machine.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. She said just let her know and
Okay.
she'll take pictures.
There was somebody who wanted a new one, and I can do it, it's just a matter of, time.
She said she is happy to volunteer to do
Social media.
that. I feel at a loss kind of what to post right now. I feel,
You're doing great.
okay, if you guys are,
You are
Yeah, it
doing
looks
great.
great.
okay.
Every
Well,
time.
I'm posting a lot less than I used to.
It's better.
Okay,
in my
all right.
So I'm serious.
I'm
So
doing-
when I see it, I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm posting 2 to 3 times a week right now, whereas when I first started the page, I was doing 3 to 5.
No, there's
So-
no reason. I
Okay.
think
Three
when
is
people
good.
post more every day, I'm like,
Alright.
I start unfollowing them.
If you guys are fine with
As
it.
long as it keeps
I
us
think
in
it
the
looks great,
algorithm, I
Angela.
think it's
Okay,
fine.
all right.
Yeah.
I'm also trying to share any kind of little, like, nice videos about Bisbee and stuff as reels, because it ups us into the algorithm.
Yeah.
Mm.
So I'm starting to try to play the algorithm
Alright.
game,
Yep,
Okay.
so, anyway.
the reels are good, I learned that,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I don't wanna make them, so if I have ones I can actually reuse, then I do, so.
And then, any word on the window?
Well, I feel like I was kind of out of the loop, not being in the meeting last time, so I haven't done any
I know I think
things
they're
in
still,
that regard. But prior to that, I think they're great and they really appreciate us and our support. So I'll just continue to
and whenever they get
connect with
tired,
them and say, we're
Yeah.
here for you. We got ideas.
Sounds
I think
good.
eventually they, cause that was last time, there's only 2 of them, so they were stoked eventually to have somebody else pick it
Yeah.
up.
What, and miss out on that beautiful window in the 1920s bright and green?
Mhm.
Likely to be,
I don't ask her.
yeah. Any future agenda items that you would like to shout out and not discuss right now? I think we have quite a few to do next time.
I
So-
just did think of one,
What's
sorry,
What's that?
and that came from the,
Oh, from the powwow?
yeah,
Oh, I mean, the meeting
yeah.
with gallery?
Maybe this whole
I'm
commission
suddenly
gets.
forgiven for everything I've ever said. Oh,
I'm trying.
the art page on the city's website,
Mhm.
The
the,
Oh, on Discover Bisbee.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
we wanted to put the map on
we,
Discover
but
Bisbee.
we also wanted, what the suggestion from the gallery owners was, that like the one resounding that I heard was that they'd like us to have our own page in addition to being on Discover Bisbee, like, there would be an art page.
We were told that we can do Facebook, Instagram, but we can't have a website like that.
Okay, we can't add a page to
Not on the
Discover.
city's website,
Okay,
because of the way that it's programmed. Like, it was hard to get the Instagram thingy on there, remember?
I think so, but I think it's kind of changed a little bit. But the Discover Bisbee, that's pretty much all Heather.
right.
So if we need to update things, we can always do it through her.
So,
Right.
what was on the page, remind me?
I think that they were talking about, I think like what the suggestion had been is like, can anything art related have its own space so it's not lost in Discover Bisbee.
Does maybe we talk to, because we don't have any, we'd have to talk to Heather about it.
I'm happy to talk to Heather
Okay.
about it. I have a good relationship with her.
Okay.
Oh, that just, sorry, that was we talked about it. Then we made an action.
No, well, I mean,
You
yeah,
didn't, you didn't vote.
Okay,
You're good.
okay,
We can bring that back for discussion.
yeah, bring it
next
back to
time.
discussion.
okay.
Any other agenda items with no discussion? I say that because some way, it's no discussion.
That's really well done.
I move to
You're
adjourn.
following.
Anybody, it good?
I move to adjourn.
I second. All eyes?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, guys. We have plenty of stuff to do, so thank you
Yeah.
so much. Everybody was